The Joey Flacco era has started. We're going to talk about this coming up next on the Cincinnati podcast. Coming up on the Cincinnati podcast.
Hello, world. Cincinnati. You guys are the Yoshi creators, bro.
It's a new beginning. You know what that means, right?
But I know this, the whole NFL is scared of the Bengals.
Welcome to the Cincinnati podcast. I'm Ace. He's Zim. Zim, how you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm nice and cozy. I told you the other day it's getting a little colder, so I'm starting to get
that's not what you told me. You gave me an expletive when I said it was getting cold down here.
That's a whole nother story. Like, it's somebody else watching this too that don't know nothing about cold, but here in Washington, D.C., where I am, it is starting to get a little chillier. And so I'm in my cozy season of the year. So, you know, all the hoodies and stuff that we put out on New Stripe City, zimhude.com, I'm starting to throw those layers back on. We're getting right back into what we do best. And we in that Joey Flacco era. Somebody called me and said, hey, pretty boy Flacco. They call it, hey, look, they saying a lot of things about this guy, so we're gonna get into it.
Whoa, hold on. Breaking news. The Atlanta Falcons up 21-7 right now over the Bills.
We hey, look, we can freestyle this whole episode. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. The AFC, there's somebody watching this right now that thinks the Bengals are cooked. And I'm not here to try to whatever. But the AFC is so weak. It's like, bro, even if we were 2 I feel like, bro, the AFC is just so weak right now. If the Bills are supposed to be the toast of the town, bro, like they bring in dudes you never heard of, and like they had to go back and go get Poyer. Like their safeties are weak. Their defensive line, like, bro, that one of the dudes on their defensive line is hurt. Like, they got a couple different things going on with their team that I'm just like, for our fan base and a lot of people that glaze like what the Bills have done and all that stuff like that, I think that their depth is weak. I felt like that this whole all season. I do not believe in their defense, and I did not wait to this game to say that either.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, there's a lot of, at least from what I've seen today, a lot of sky is falling stuff out there, a lot of Trey Hendrickson stuff. And I'm going to just keep it 100, bro. Like, I knew that it was a long shot for Flacco to get this win, and we'll get into that game, but over the Packers. So I always in my mind was thinking Thursday night is the game that we realistically can win and try to get back into this thing. And as you said, my issue is we're not the NFC, bro. So everybody's trying to punt on the season. Like, fan how you want to fan, have your views. I don't care if you agree with me or not. I'm not in this business to have people agree with me. I would almost say most of the time I'm kind of like standing on whatever it is I think, not saying that what I think is more important than anyone else's, so don't get that twisted. But my thought process was always, as a realist, Joe Flacco coming here on Wednesday is likely not going to be the Packers team coming off of a bye on Sunday. But when I'm looking at the rest of the AFC, everybody's struggling. Like, you win 2 games, you never know what seeds you're going to be in this AFC. And that was the whole purpose for me. And my whole thought process isn't that I'm expecting Joe Flacco. This is just me. I'm not expecting Joe Flacco to take me to a bowl. I'm expecting Joe Flacco to keep this team afloat. And while this AFC is struggling, all of these other teams are in and out of the mix. I'm just wanting to be one of those ones there for the playoffs. And Joe Burrow is taking over. And once Joe Burrow takes over in this AFC, that's like a deep playoff run for me. Like, that's a little different. Like, if we had Joe Burrow right now, this thing looks completely different.
I tell you right now, if Burrow was here right now, I tell you right now, it's us.
It's like, us. So if Burrow got to get here later than that, but I still got Burrow. I still got Chase. I still got. For me, it's not a wasted year. Now, if this was a situation where it's like Joe Burrow has shut down for the season and he's saying like I'm not coming back, that's different. Joe Burrow currently right now, I think they just posted last week. Somebody was at the gym where he was working at. Joe Burrow is working to.
Hold up. I wanted to ask that. That is recent.
I thought it was recent. Am I being?
There's
cool?
no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Bro didn't have no protector on that foot or nothing.
So was it fake? Was it a fake thing? I don't know.
No. That was a real video. It was you talking about that high schooler that came in there. It was like, let me take a picture with Joe Burrow.
Sure with you, yeah. And he was working.
Bro, I went straight to the comment section. Nobody was talking about like, is this recent? Now, shout out to Pat, my man Pat at Black Sheep. I'm gonna go holler at Pat. He'll tell me, but I didn't want to like be like groupied out and be like, man, what's up with is that Burrow, whatever?
Yeah. Is that really now? Yeah.
Yeah, like, but
we do know, even if it's real or not, we know that he's working to come back, right? We know that because there's people in the building saying that. So like, I can't personally be like, I'm abandoning mission. Now, maybe if I was the Ravens or the Browns and I'm 1-5, yeah, maybe I'm like, damn, dog, we might be cooked. But I'm 2-3, or I'm 2-4. I got an opportunity to play this team in the AFC in my division. If we beat them, that makes us 2 games back from them. And you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, you still got to play the Jets, you still got to play the Dolphins. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. And I think for me personally, I ain't gonna put too much on the game because I know you got to be out of here by 9.
Hold on. You said if we beat them, no, we're not. If we beat them, we're 1 game back from them.
So we're 1 game back then.
If we beat them,
we beat them.
Because ain't they 4-1 and we 2-3?
Oh yeah, you're right. Because they're on a bye. Because they were on a bye. You're right. So I was thinking 2.
What are they 3-1?
Wait. Somebody in
the
chat.
But this is what I'm saying. We would gain 1 game in the win column, and they would lose 1 in the loss column.
Let me pull up the AFC North standings.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't want to give y'all any false information.
All right, look, but they're 4.
So no. We beat. Yeah, you're right. So right now the Steelers are 4-1. Right. The Bengals are 2-4. So if they fell to
2-4. Okay.
That's why I was like, I think we are a couple games back. So
my bad. So, I thought in my mind, I don't know why I thought we were still 2-3. My bad.
But still, that's not too crazy. Like you're talking about from now to week 18. Like you make that's going to give you a lot more headway. That's going to be an AFC victory and stuff like that. The way this thing is, this AFC is going week to week.
Let me ask you
just last week. The Chiefs weren't in. The Chiefs were behind us. So you get a win, you end up moving several spots. You just don't know in this AFC the way that things are going. And from what I saw with Flacco yesterday, Flacco looked like somebody in that second half that can get me to where I need to be at and can get a reins back to Joe Burrow for us to make a run. That's where my headset. That's where my mindset is. I'm not saying everybody got to match my mindset. That's just what I'm thinking. Like. Right now, I just can't think that I'm mathematically eliminated when I'm not. And it's a whole lot of stuff left in this season. We just think, not that I'm wishing injury on anybody. I'm never wishing that, right? But Fred Warner just went down yesterday. Like a couple of weeks ago, CD Lamb just went down. Like that's not going to be the last injury. So these injuries can change the trajectory of seasons.
For sure.
Bro. It changed ours.
That's another conversation.
We were 2-0, bro. We were 2-0. Right, like mostly made off of Burrow to get us there, right? And we had 1 injury that completely changed our trajectory. And so for me, I'm never going to sit here and act like I know the future. That's why I was sitting here like, why is everybody saying that the Ravens, they're just so sure that the Ravens are going to get Lamar back after this bye and just wins it? The NFL don't work like that, bro.
The AFC North has never worked like that. There's never been a back-to-back-to-back, a 3-time champion of the AFC
Who knew
North.
that this time right now, Joe Flacco would be our quarterback? If you knew that going into the season right now, please tell me. So how the hell do you know what the next 5 weeks of the season are going to be? You don't know.
You don't. It's truly week to week. couple of weeks ago, I remember thinking to myself, I said, I went on a Broncos show with a guy. I'm sorry, I forget his name escapes me, but I said, man, the Chargers look like whatever. Now, fast forward and 2 weeks later, I'm like, nah, they don't got it. Like they pulled it off, but I'm like, nah, that's not it. It's like every single week. Then like this week, now the Chiefs look like, dang, like who could not, you know what I mean? So it's like every single week. I wanted to ask you this though. Who do you feel like? I know who my teams are in the AFC. I'm gonna just keep it AFC, not NFC. But in the AFC, who are the two top teams in the AFC?
The two top teams right now in the AFC. Let me see. I gotta look at the whole. Like,
I know mine.
Like I know record wise right now, and this
I don't even care. I don't even care about records. I'm just talking about just straight looking at the makeup of that team. Is that a team that is going to win in the playoffs and go to an AFC championship game?
A team that I'm gonna say that's gonna win in the playoffs. The Steelers aren't that team. Like I'm sorry, respectfully, like y'all not there. Like I respect the record, but when we talking about postseason,
people saying Colts,
the Colts aren't. The Colts, they might kill me for this. They might try to make a bookmark on this.
For
the Colts are not real once they get to the playoffs, bro. I'm telling you.
But even before then, the amount of points that like the pedestrian teams, like them teams that they were playing early in the season, those are weak teams. Now that Lou conversation started up. When they started talking about all the yards that people put on the Colts like over this past weekend, if you go look at their scores, I don't have it pulled up, but teams that are less than have been putting up points. And then remember, they got that stupid penalty. Remember that was, what was that, week 1 or week 2 when they got the penalty on the Broncos to get them the dub? I'm going to tell you the team that I think.
Hold on. Let me say mine first.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Chiefs still at 3-3. They're about to They're about to get Rice back. I don't count them out. And I'm gonna still say the Buffalo Bills, bro. I'm gonna still say that. The only reason that I'm gonna say that is if they get to the divisional and they have to play the Colts, I'm taking the Bills. They got to play the Chargers. It's not taking the Bills. I'm still taking them over those two teams. Now, if they got to play the Chiefs, I'm taking the Chiefs. But if they got to play us, which is still don't think I think we're gonna be one of them teams. And I think if we there and you talking about
only way that we'll be one of those teams for me is if Joey B, the conversation about him coming back is anywhere around Thanksgiving. If it's even like late December or something like that, cut it out. Like I'm the biggest Bengal fan in the world. I just know what it takes to win those. Joey Flacco, we're gonna get into it. Joey Flacco does have a mental makeup, and I'm gonna tell you, I have a bunch of interesting thoughts on Joey Flacco that I had never. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but I never really paid attention to this dude. Have you? This is a question. Have you even heard? I hadn't even heard him talk. When the last time you heard Joe Flacco talk? Think about it.
I mean, probably honestly, if I'm being real. Where I was actually like trying to pay attention to him and it didn't just come across my timeline, probably when he was on the Broncos, like when he left and was the Broncos guy. I think I remember that being like a big deal at the time. But other than that, like I've kept up with him. Like I noticed that people were saying he was still kind of like that, but I just saw him kind of go from team to team to team, and so I just didn't really tap in. The last time I remember paying attention to him was when he made that run with Cleveland, like 2 years ago or whatever.
But did you hear him? Did you hear him talk though?
Did I hear him talk? I don't think that I ever really listened to him.
That's it. Hey, bro, I have a theory, bro. This is going like I was talking to Bash earlier. Bro must have been like hiding out and like molded by the darkness or something like that. Watch, hey, dog, on some real stuff. It's hard to. For one, I pay attention to everything because the way that my mind works on like just how to, a student of the game, watching how everything, bro, he does not talk to anybody. When he gets off the plane and everything like that, he don't talk to nobody. The only time that he talked to somebody, even at the game, he never talked to Jamar. He never talked to T on the sidelines. None of them. The only person that he talked to was Jake Browning and Zach Taylor. Now, also, all that little video stuff by the Bengals and all that stuff like that, he ain't on none of that. The only time that he talks is when he's forced to at a presser, bro. I've never heard him. I had to think about this, bro. I hadn't heard him talk. When he was talking after the game, it was my first time hearing him talk, because every time you see him, he's not even talking to someone. He's just working in his own zone. And if you go watch him, like the way that he plays, it's a lot like Burrow in the sense, like the mental fortitude of never too high, never too low. He is like a psycho. If you really watch him,
he's a cerebral.
He's super cerebral. I never paid it. I never. So like I'm pretty sure somebody could search my tweets. I don't really have like thoughts on Joe Flacco. I never really did. But I walked away from that game with I thought it was so interesting how he does not talk to people like that, and how he just says only what he has to. And everything about him is all about like business. Like when he got off the plane, he looked like a tennis star, like going to Wimbledon, just on some chill, like, I don't know, like there's no emotions from that dude. Like, I don't know what did he celebrate when he scored the touchdown? When they threw the touchdown to Tanner Hudson?
No, because I think he's in a situation where I don't think he's probably gonna celebrate until he got the lead. He's kind of one of those laid back type of dudes.
Bro, for a dude from Jersey, like that dude, or I know didn't he go to college at Delaware or something like that? Like to me,
Delaware.
Like, bro, he is a very interesting person, dog. I just in my mind, I had not paid attention enough to Joe Flacco until now that he's on the Bengals. And I find it very interesting. Like, I want people to go watch what I'm talking about. Like, all that extracurricular stuff, he's not interested in none of it. He's all about, I'm pretty sure he's got kids and everything like that. He probably just go do that, come get off the plane with his little bowling bag. He got like a little bowling ball bag of clothes, and then he just gets off and just like, all right, bet, we about to go handle this. And then that's it.
Let's get into the
Can
game.
I tell you my two top teams?
Go ahead.
Texans and Chiefs.
Texans
And the reason why I say the Texans, that's the nastiest defense in the AFC. They will get somebody hurt. That's a throwback defense. That defense, I promise you, they'll kill the Bills. They'll kill the Bills. And on a normal year, I would be like, yeah, bro, I don't believe in the Bills' weapons. I don't believe in nothing about the Bills. If the Bills ran to us with the current team that we have with Joe Burrow, we'll wipe them. If the Bills ran it, then now Bills will feast on a bunch of bum teams, average, whatever. But the Texans, out of all them dudes, they're the only teams that actually got legitimate running game with now Nick Chubb, legitimate weapons with Nico Collins, legitimate tight end Schultz, legitimate quarterback that's playing better, right?
So you thinking that he's gonna stop? They gonna stop Josh Allen?
If the Texans run into him, they'll pack him. Their defense is disgusting. To me, the Texans defense is a top 3 defense in the NFL. In the AFC, it's the best defense. It's the best defense.
And that said, we're sleeping on the coast. I'm
not sleeping on the coast. I'm
Daniel Jones in the playoffs, bro.
I'm not sleeping on the coast. I'm hibernating.
Oh, no. You say you hibernated. Don't let the we bleed blue. Don't let them see this.
This is our team. Yeah. Do we play them?
Nah, bro. But all right. So let's get into the game real quick, because I know you gotta get up out of here. What were your thoughts on the game?
I walked away from the game. Joey Flock saying like, that's a cool customer. Bro must be really good at poker. Bro is like, I think moving forward, I walked away from the game and said Joey Flacco should be the backup for Burrow, and I think he'll extend Burrow's career. His management of him throwing the ball away, knowing when to fold, when to hold him, when to fold him, all these different things are all the things that could help Joe Burrow's career. I walked away from that game saying that's what Joe Burrow should be doing. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then he could get shiesty in the fourth. That's exactly what it should look like. A lot of people are very, very critical on what they did early on. Me and Ace had an episode. I challenged Ace. I said, what if they brought in a new quarterback? How much time? And Ace was really on, like, hey, look, they could do it. Like, you know what I mean? And you can. But the one caveat to it is I don't think you could put them in a bad spot. They come out, stupid run to Jamar Chase, bad run on second down, 3rd and 13. You got to chalk it and then go to the next thing. You're playing field position at that point, and you had already stolen possession. I'm not as concerned with the first half in my mind offensively, only because for a guy that just got here on Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that, to be like, man, just launch it 30 yards down the field. Jamar's down there. Like, I don't know. I just was not – I didn't want to see that, me personally. Now, in hindsight, after the game, you be like, dang, I wish they would have did a little bit more first half. Defense looked well. I thought the protection was well for most of the game. Joe Flacco was protected with clean pockets on 72% of his dropbacks. I thought that there were a lot of different things that I liked from him and what the offense did later in the game once he got into a rhythm. The defense held serve for the most part. There are guys that I would love to shout out. I think Reisner didn't give up one pressure the whole entire time. That is a guy that should be started. Rivers, I thought I need to rewatch this. His grade was a 6. But in real time, I saw him knocking dudes out the way, like in the run game. I thought the run game looked average at times. You know what I mean? Like there were things that I took from it. I need to go back and watch that, watch the film on it to see why is his grade so low. Amarius Mims, I did go back and look at this. He wasn't matched up with Parsons a lot. So that was the reason why, in my mind, I'm like, man, Parsons wasn't even there, but they did a really good job on Parsons. I thought there was a lot.
You meant Jalen Rivers. You meant Jalen Rivers because you said
Jalen Rivers.
Risner. I was like, I thought Risner was an actor. You talking about Jalen Rivers?
No, Risner cooked up. Risner cooked up.
I mean, not Risner, but you said somebody Rivers.
Risner gave up 0 pressures at left guard. This is his first start at left guard. Now, Rivers is the guy that his grade was so low. He had a 6 on PFF, and I'm like, why? In real time in the game, I thought he looked good. I don't know. So there was a lot there. I know everybody wants to say the same old. I don't expect anything from Zach Taylor, but I wasn't looking at that game and saying the Bengals had a chance. The biggest play of the game to me was the 3rd and 2 that they could not get Jordan Love on the ground. That one, and then the Matthew Golden bomb. I know CTB getting cooked too. I thought he was running stride for stride with one of the fastest guys in the NFL. He failed to make a play. Also, DJ Turner, give him a major shout out. Bro was balling. 5 PBUs. That's what a shutdown corner looks like in the NFL. I don't know if he'll ever be a CB1, but on Sunday he looked like one. So I just thought that there was a lot of good things. I don't really believe in moral victories that much. I believe in a better team, like was out there. They played. Jordan Love made the plays late in the game. I thought that when it was time to go take over, I thought Josh Jacobs ran people's face masks off their helmets and beat the hell out of us, like in the run game. And they did what they were supposed to do for it. Like, that's what good teams do when they don't play their best. They come back and make those plays late in the game. There's a lot more to be desired from us, but there are some good takeaways offensively with Joey Flacco. And I don't know. That was my main takeaway. What was yours?
Yeah, I absolutely hated the offense in the first half, primarily the play calling. Like it was atrocious. I don't think that they were able to get anything started. And it was a lot of people where I heard, like, here we go. You can change the quarterback, but you can't change the play caller. And some of the play calls were head scratching at some points. And it was just like, bro, are they going to be able to get something started? Obviously, in the second half, that changes. So my main takeaway from the first half, defense played their butts off, bro. I'm going to be honest. Like, for them to only be on the offense to only be on the field for 2 minutes, and for them to hold the Packers scoreless in that first, especially Packers at home, coming off of a game where they scored 40 points in overtime against the Cowboys and tied, I thought that was a testament to the defense there. They were able to force the interception. They were able to keep them off of the field. Now, second quarter comes, they limit them to 10 points, but they made it so that this Bengals team was still in the game against them while the offense wasn't giving them anything. I think they kind of made it a game so far in the first half. Second half, I felt like Joe Flacco and the offense made some adjustments. They came out well. They took that one drive that killed the whole quarter. At first, I thought it was a good thing. In retrospect, because they ran out of time in the fourth quarter, I don't know if it was necessarily a good thing to take all of that quarter, but that also kept the defense off of the field. And it seemed like they started to get going. It seemed like Flacco started to get some chemistry going with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. And in the fourth quarter, it was like Flacco is like that, like pocket presence. I'm talking about these were things that I felt like Joe Burrow could honestly learn from, because there were plays where, oh, that screen is dead. They're already there. He's just throwing it on the ground. Or, hey, this pass rush is about to get to me. I think about that T. Higgins play where he just throws it. Like, I'm thinking that he was about to take the sack or something like that. He just throws it to T. Higgins. T. Higgins is able to come back and make a play on the ball, get the first down. Like, the pocket presence of Flacco was something that really impressed me. And it's like, oh, yeah, this is a vet here. This is a dude that knows how to manage the pocket. A lot of people will talk about, I think a lot of Cleveland people tried to say, oh, he doesn't want to get hit and this and that. I saw Flacco take a couple of hits that he didn't need to at his age just to make the play. And so he showed me that, like, nah, it's not something where I'm like Dalton and I'm just going to throw it away if it's not there, or I don't want to take the hit to get the first down. I saw him take some hits to get first downs, to move the chains. And I saw somebody that just played with confidence, composure, somebody that knew who he was. Because coming into this game, I had some worries about, I'm not going to lie, the turnover question. And I heard him, like, when he did talk with the media, they asked him about the turnovers, because if people don't remember, he was second in the league at that time in turnovers, second to only Jake Browning. So a lot of people had questions on, is that going to continue here? I thought he played excellent. I thought he took care of the ball. At no point did I really fear, like I did with Jake Browning, that any of his passes were going to be intercepted or anything like that. And when he got interviewed about that, he said in the interview, I'm just glad that I have a chance now to kind of show that what you guys last saw from me with some of those turnovers, that's not me. That's not my game. Now I got the opportunity to kind of prove it. And I thought that he came out and did it. And I thought that he threw, like, some of the throws. You would think that in the second half, you would think that this dude had been throwing to Jamar Chase, like the pockets at the windows where he was putting it. And he kind of talked about it today. Like, bro, he said he was in such amazement. And you got to think, this is a 40-year-old quarterback. He was in amazement with what Jamar Chase and T. Higgins were able to do.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet, Joey Flock. Telling you now. Because you know what's so crazy? We just went. How long? We 30 minutes of show. You know who we didn't talk about? Are you about to talk about number one?
Oh, no. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
I have to say this. I've battled with this so long, and I come on this show a lot. And I say this. I watch our greats, Carl Pickens, shout out to him, was on the show. I watch Chad Ochocinco. I watch AJ Green. All of these guys. There's somebody in here right now that's going to tell me about, I don't know, any of our greats. Every time that we have a great, the thing that we always do is always put them in a category with a bunch of other people and say, oh, yeah, AJ Green was one of the best, like with Larry Fitzgerald and all that. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's very admirable. But I'm here to tell you, like, I don't think our fans glaze our players enough, bro. I'm telling you right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you like, pro glazing?
And I'm gonna tell you this too. I hope Jimmy Chase watching this too, because it is a little surreal feeling for me. I just seen Jamar the other day, and, like, talking to Uno and talking to Uzi, and I was watching this dude, and I said, bro, I've never seen another wide receiver better than him. Never, ever. And I'm so sick of our fans being so generous and being so pessimistic about anything that they can think about. Spend your whole day, if you ever get down, telling everybody about the gospel of Jamar Chase. That dude is the most special wide receiver I have ever seen. In these other people from other teams, they try to come in and be like, yeah, he's going to force his way out. You should trade him. Justin Jefferson and all this other, shut it up. Justin Jefferson was never better than him at LSU. Justin Jefferson has never done anything in a playoff atmosphere. Justin Jefferson has never broke the records that Jamar Chase has. Justin Jefferson is great, but he is not in this category. He is not the youngest Triple Crown winner. I am so tired of holding my tone on this whole thing. I don't care about who you think. Next to the 7-Eleven right here, we're going to open up a Krispy Kreme for the rest of my life. We are dedicated on Cincinnati Pod to the glazing of Jamar Chase, the greatest wide receiver to ever walk on a football field. Somebody said, but what about Jerry Rice? Jamar Chase will have 6 Super Bowls with Joe Montana. He's that good. I saw a list before the season started. It said greatest players under 25 years old. They had Panay Sewell, Patrick Surtain, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase has the ability. Panay Sewell, I done seen people get out on him. You could move him around like cool, whatever. You could stay away from Panay Sewell, right? If you're smart. If you're throwing against Patrick Surtain, you're going to go to the other side. You could do all that. You cannot get away from Jamar Chase in no circumstance. He'll give you a bubble screen. He'll give you an end around. He'll give you yak. He'll give you a deep bomb. He is the best wide receiver to ever play football. And I know it's super early, and I am kind of, no disrespect to Calvin, no disrespect to Moss and all that stuff like that. When it's all said and done, let me rephrase it. When it's all said and done, he will be the greatest wide receiver of all time. Right now, the way that he's playing, I don't think our fans appreciate it enough. And they act so crazy about it. I don't care about Justin Jefferson. He cannot mess with Jamar Chase. It's not even close. It's not. And the only reason why they do that is because Jamar Chase is a Bengal, and they have this reluctance in all the fans and anything. If Jamar Chase did what he's done on the Bengals to any other organization, including the Minnesota Vikings, it would not even be a conversation. It would not even be to come in your rookie season and lead. He was the lead catalyst to take him to a Super Bowl. I watched that catch this past week. I watched him just get simple 5-yard routes. Man, Drake there was a guy like this on his neck. He caught the 6-yard slant like it was routine. No call, first down, move the chains like it was nothing. This dude be having 2 people on him, not just double covered, like 2 people like holding him. And he catches it anyway. Like, Bengals fans, I watch a lot of Reds fans talk real crazy about the Reds, which I think that's a whole nother topic. They have a history of dogging our own people. You will not do that to Jamar Chase. On AJ Green's way out, I remember how they treated him. Not on my watch. I'm telling you right now, I don't care about who you think is nice. I don't care about no JSN. I don't care. I think Puka's like that. But I don't care about none of them dudes. Jamar Chase is the best player probably in football. And all Bengals fans need to go into, if you don't have a reason to celebrate anything this season, you need to go into every single Sunday and say, you know what? I got the best player in all of football. Not just wide receiver. Bro, he's like that. He is like that, bro. Like, if you really know football and really watch the game and how they use him, he's like that. I just had to get that out there. I'm sorry. That's a
lot. He's definitely like that. I mean, he's a
but
best
I'm telling you, bro.
Football. Yeah. Nah, for sure. Let me get to some of these super chats before we get up out of here, because we have another show coming up on Thursday that will be previewing the game. So we'll get into that on that. Dolores Cole for $5 said, if we could play our fourth quarter first, we might have a few wins. I agree, bro. If they were more aggressive, they got to put 4 quarters of football together. If they can do that on both sides, I think they'll be okay. If Zach loses any of these next 3 games, fire him. What do you think, Joe?
If he loses any of the next 3, hell no, they're not going to fire him.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to fire him.
Especially if they just score like 17-plus points. Like, they just blame in the transition. We got to wait to the end of the season. We got to evaluate. Now, at the end of the season, I think that if he doesn't win 7, this is nasty. It's nasty. Yeah. I don't even want to go down that road.
KP from KC, let's glaze. Pause. The book of Jamar reads, Jamar 101, thou shalt not man cover uno. If thou shalt disrespect Uno, thou shalt be cast down. Glaze.
Long live the Glaze. Oh my. Yes, KP. Yes. I'm no pause, bro. No pause.
All right, Cam Rose. Yeah, Hines Ward is in the Hall of Fame. He's not better than Chad Pickens or AJ. That's a fact. Was a Hall of Fame blocking receiver. Zim has a good point.
Talk to him, bro. Talk to him.
Talk to him.
I've said enough. I think that is a lot. That's a lot of Glaze right there. But I watch him and I really want people just to appreciate. Like same thing with Burrow too. You know what I mean? I have a real big appreciation for T. Higgins' game too. Like when we were down 21-3 in the Chiefs, I know as a Chiefs fan watching this now, like why are they still living in that? But I would like to point out when we were down in that game, the guy that was just plucking it and catching all of the passes going across the middle, it was T. Higgins. And I thought Joey Flacco in his first game, he was just throwing it to a spot and he just gets to it. Whereas, remember, Yoshi comes into the league as a body catcher. So he might struggle with the, like Joey got a little bit more velocity on that throw. But I thought it was crazy that T. Higgins, his catch radius and how he was catching away from his body, I thought he's a demon too. I mean, he's not Jamar, but he is a demon as well. So, man, yeah, that's all I wanted to say on it.
Yeah, no no problem. He's a demon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are over our time. We got to get some things. We got some other commitments to get to, but we appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure that you comment. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, the Bills are currently losing right now. I don't know if it's gonna last, but the AFC is struggling. The AFC is struggling, y'all.
It would have been 28-7. The call got overturned because the guy went over the line of scrimmage. I think I was what I just read. But they could have been down 28-7.5.
You said they could have been down. Yeah, they could have been.
The Bills could have. They Falcons scored a touchdown, but it got an overturn. So I've told people before the season, Bills on fraud alert as far as that defense go. Like, bro, Poyer and some of them dudes, and they rely like we give our front office such they're relying on Hairston and all these dudes like rookies and stuff to like save them. No, that's not it. That's why you lose to the Chiefs every year in the playoffs. That's not it. You don't got it. You don't have it. They don't have the sauce. The only team that really got the sauce to do it
is us. It's us? Oh, okay. It's us? All right.
Give me back 9. Hey, give me a winning record. Give me 9 in November, and I'll show you.
Yes, Sirski on the Cincinnati podcast.
Hello, world. Cincinnati. You guys are the Yoshi creators, bro.
It's a new beginning. You know what that means, right?
But I know this, the whole NFL is scared of the Bengals.